YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet, or I should say the first episode here on ESGNet, Madden 17 franchise. Yes, this is the franchise reveal video that all of you have been waiting for to find out who we will be showcasing this year here in the Madden 17 game. So far, you've probably seen the first episode or two of the episode of Mr. Barber here on the channel, and I'm really excited about playing defensive end with that career mode. So far, what I've been playing, it's been a lot of fun. Still tweaking some sliders and stuff like that with that series, and for both, really, for this series and for that series, to see what works out the best competitively. But in this is our revealed episode where we're going to talk about who we're going to have this year as our franchise team. And it's been really tough for me this year to decide who I'm going to use. I was almost dead set of playing the hometown team, which would be Kansas City Chiefs for me. And I think I've said many times in a lot of videos here on the channel that I'm not a Chiefs fan at all. But it was kind of, it was like, okay, we could play as the Chiefs, because I've worked with the Chiefs camp there in St. Joe, Missouri during the summers, last 4 or 5 summers now. I know the players, and I follow some of them on Twitter, and for the most part, I can't really stop from knowing what they do because they're plastered all over local sports television here in the surrounding area. So I kind of know what the team is about and whatnot and what they're trying to do. But I was like, I got a Kansas City Royals franchise. That's a bit of enough for one city. The other, I'm just trying to wrap up the Green Bay Packers franchise and try to do that. So, we've had the Packers here on the channel. We've had the Falcons. We have the, what else? We have the Colts there you see there. Cowboys I was really considering them, trying to really rebuild them and try to actually make them America's team. The Dolphins, they've had that first game that was really impressive with me, and I was kind of thinking, like, yeah, that could be a team we could use. Of course, you got the 49ers, which is a lot of controversy right now with Kaepernick and what he's going through, what he's dealing with, and what people are just not understanding. And you got the Lions there, which is another team that I'm really, I was really heavily considering. And then you got Jackson, or the Carolina Panthers, of course, that I disqualified them because last year they went to the Super Bowl. Patriots, not really, because I'm just not a Patriots fan at all. I hate Tom Brady with a very, very strong passion. You got the Seahawks, Richard Sherman and company in them. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, that's a team that's on my top 3 list. I could work with. The Vikings were another team that within my top 5 list I was thinking about working with. The Browns, of course, right now YouTube's flooded with the Browns franchise. So I decided, what, let's go ahead and let's go with a team that actually I'm going to go visit in December. I'm going to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So in December, WWE's having their big pay-per-view. I think it's I believe it's a SmackDown pay-per-view. If not, I think it's maybe a Raw. I can't remember which one it is. But they're having one of their pay-per-views there in Pittsburgh in December, and that's when I'm going to go for my birthday trip. This annual trip I take to go to a city. Normally, it's usually I go see Survivor Series, but this year Survivor Series is going to be in Toronto, Canada, and right now I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm trying to figure out how to get my. It's going to take quite a bit of time to get my passport. So I was like, what? I'll just wait another month, take my birthday trip, and not to mention I can stay longer in that city, staying there for a week. I can stay there for 2 weeks. So I decided, I'm going to go visit Pittsburgh. So and I was like, that would be a good team to play. Pittsburgh Steelers, they haven't been to the Super Bowl for quite a few years now. They got Ben Roethlisberger. You got Le'Veon Bell, who we won't be able to use for the first 4 weeks because of suspension. But it's like that'd be a good team to use. They're a running team like I am. I like Mike Tomlinson. He's a great coach. He has very knowledgeable, very coachable type of guy. Friendly, not well. I don't know about friendly, but he seems like he's a player's coach, and it'll be a good way to kind of really use that team and kind of build up the defense, because the defense is kind of getting defense, quite honestly, is getting old, and we can bring some really young talent in there and make that defense. Try to recreate that Iron Curtain defense that they had back in the 70s there. So that is the team I'm going to be rolling with this year. As you take a look here, they got the new stuff on here on Madden 17. It's really just how they did everything. It's really streamlined. You can see here the acquisitions that I could possibly make when it comes to certain positions, and it's just not quarterback, but you can go through all the positions there and see all the guys that are going to be are up for trade with other teams. There are teams that are saying, hey, we have this player, we're willing to trade him. Let's make a deal. So I thought that was really cool. I wanted to show that here. And there's a lot of big decisions you have every week of team needs, what they need in position-wise, or if you need to cut a guy or sign a guy, stuff like that. So, and a lot of you guys probably already know about that already, because a lot of you have been playing it for like the last couple of weeks here, like I have. But yeah, this is the team I think we're going to use this year. I know for sure we're going to use here. I've already started filming the first couple of weeks. I don't know when it's going to be released, because like I said, I'm trying to get through the Green Bay Packers franchise, which I'm slowly trying to get that together. I've been busy with work and a lot of other projects I've been working on, along with not just on my channel, but also with some friends on their channels and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I just something about this team just kept screaming to me, like, use us as a franchise. Just rebuild that defense, make it really a tough defense, a strong defense. I mean, they got some good guys. You got James. You got tough defensive guys like James Harrison. And then you got on offense, you got Le'Veon Bell, you got Roethlisberger, you got Brown. I mean, you got so many good players on that team. I think it'd be fun to play, and it'd be a really good way to build that defense from the ground up. And that's what I like to do. I like to take a really I wouldn't say shitty defense. I guess that's not the word, because they're not. They're good. They're a good defense, but at the same time, they're lacking in a lot of areas, and they need a lot of youth. So I think it'd be a fun way of getting those, using draft picks and get to grow that defense and make it stronger. And occasionally, bring some guys from free agency and stuff like that. And I've never played in the AFC North. I've never played as a team from that division. So it's gonna be kind of cool to see. Take a look here at the schedule. Now the format for the series will be the same way, just like the Green Bay Packers franchise. We'll have a game. We'll show the game, the highlights of the game, and then we'll go to every 4 weeks. We'll have our little show for us. This year the show is called Steeler Nation, where we'll talk about the front office type stuff to on the field type stuff, trades, from trades to signings, all that kind of stuff here on that show, and just like the Green Bay Packers franchise, we'll show what's going on around the league and what's pretty much about the Steeler Nation. So we'll show off the players. This year we got the players that the practice squad. We'll show those guys and talk about those, showcase them from week to week. We'll also showcase a lot more of the scouting. We'll talk about more scouting of what we're going to be scouting for and what positions we're going to scout out and stuff like that. So you guys get to see that. Eventually, at some point, just like in the Green Bay Packers franchise, I was wanting to do, is maybe we'll even live stream some stuff from time to time. Again, don't hold my feet to it, but that's just an idea that I have. And I think it'd be a lot of fun to really, really build that team up like they were, in the heyday of the 70s. I know I wasn't born in the 70s, but hearing about them and seeing doing research on the team and stuff like that, I think a lot of Steeler fans, a lot of blue-collar fans there in Pittsburgh will be really proud to have a franchise like this on YouTube. And this was just a team that really screamed out to me that, hey, we need a franchise. Now, don't get me wrong, we may end up starting another franchise here on the channel because I want to be very heavy on Madden this year when it comes to content here. So we may start another franchise here. Let me know who I should be using in another franchise, in a second franchise. Let me know down below. Leave your comments about that down there. And you never know, that might be the team I might use. Convince me why I should give me a good reason why I should use them as a franchise here on the channel. So, but there you see right there. That's gonna be week 1. We're gonna be on the road there against the Redskins, Washington Redskins there for week 1 there at FedEx Field, and we'll get into that here. We'll get all the weekly training done, and then we'll get right into the ball game. So that is going to be our team this year. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be the team, and we'll see if we can get Big Ben and company back to the promised land there, back to the Super Bowl and get another trophy there. It'd be what, trophy number 7 for the Pittsburgh organization? Yeah, 7. So we'll see if we can get their 7th Lombardi trophy. So that is it for me, you guys. As always, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr for the latest news and information on what's going on here on the ESGNet. And not to mention, subscribe for more Pittsburgh Steelers franchise here on ESGNet. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and come on back for the first episode. Yes, the first episode of the Pittsburgh Steelers franchise here on ESGNet. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.